Hey everyone, welcome back to Beat of the Soul. I hope you're all well. So I remember when I first saw the Yam Carnival lineup, my first thoughts were like, I'm not really excited by this. And then I was hoping that Afro Nation was still gonna happen. So a lot of the acts that were on there, I was hoping to see at Afro Nation. So I was like, what's the point in getting a ticket when I'm planning on going there? But then I was like, actually, I looked at the lineup again. I was like, actually, I take that back. It does look quite good. But I still didn't get a ticket until quite recently, actually. Like I had no intentions of going. And then my friend offered to get me a ticket. So shout out to you, Schlappe. And then I paid her back when I got paid at the end of last month. I was worried that I was going to get to the festival super late because when I was in the taxi, the driver was telling me there's loads of coaches outside the station, there's problems with the trains. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is not what I need. I need to get to this festival on time. There's people that I want to see. There's an order that needs to be followed. My friend was so organized. Sib, you are an organized woman. She like planned out all the artists that she wanted to see, the times and everything. I was like, I love that organization. But yeah, I kind of wanted to see the same people that she had on her list. So I was like, oh, I can't be running late because then I'm gonna like miss all these people. Luckily when I got there, even though there was loads of cancellations and delays, there was a train that was going to London a few minutes after I'd arrived, but it was so packed. Like I'm not used to it being that packed. So it's like on a journey with everyone. I think people going to like other festivals or going out elsewhere, but it was manic. Luckily, when I arrived to the festival, my friend and her friends were in the queue, so I was able to join them, thank God. Shout out to Mandy, Maud and Tina. Love you guys. So yeah, I was just with them. And then the queue actually went pretty quickly, maybe because we were just talking and stuff. And I feel like security didn't really search your bags properly at all, which was mad because I could have had all sorts in my bag. So I feel like that could have been a lot tighter. Luckily, I didn't hear of anything crazy happening. Then you have to show your negative lateral flow test and then they check your tickets. And then I was having ticket problems because I think they needed to see a barcode, and when my friend transferred me his tickets, the barcode wasn't coming up. So one of the staff members had to take me to this other area, and then this lady was basically asking for certain details so she can print off a ticket for me. So she did that. And then as I was coming out, some guy kind of like stopped me, another staff member, and I thought he was like asking to see my ticket again. And he gave me like a wristband and I had it on. And I just thought it was a wristband that everyone had got. And then I was talking to Tina because we stood further back from the main stage so that we could actually see what was going on. And yeah, we were just chatting. I was saying, oh, like the wristbands are really pretty, like I like the colors and everything. And then we clocked how it said like golden circle because I thought it was a wristband that everyone would have had. And then we were like, oh my god, it's golden circle, like a proper upgrade. Like I was not supposed to have that wristband. My ticket that my friend transferred me was just a normal ticket. So I don't know, maybe all the people that were in that area that the staff member took me to were golden circle. I'm really not sure. But yeah, he put the wristband on me. I was like, I wasn't gonna complain and be like, sorry, you gave me the wrong thing. Like, nope, I'm keeping that on my wrist. So yeah, like what are the chances that I would go to the carnival and then get like a free upgrade? The music gods are always looking out for me. I missed some of Miss Banks' set because of the whole ticket fiasco, but I'm glad that I got to see her perform.
Never stop. I took him in the then I took him home drinking in the
She's an amazing performer. She has so much energy. She's giving you choreography. She's giving you looks.
I'ma pull up to the spot and make it hot. Yeah, they already know we on top. And that don't never stop, never stop. So tell me about that. Then I took him home to get that. He's a boy. They already know we on top. We on top. And that don't never stop, never stop. I took him home to get that. Eat it up, fucking good, fuck my cold. Fuck my wall. Big dick, energy, make it grow. Make it grow. First night, cause you get rid of them hoes. Open up the kick, stop and Joe, let's go. Eat it up, fucking good, fuck my cold. Fuck my wall. Big dick, energy, make it grow.
She's interacting with the crowd. I love me some Miss Banks.
And I know we got some man in the building. I see you looking good. I see you looking sexy. But do I have some bad beats?
And I'm glad that I got to hear Bad Bebop live because that is my song. That beat is everything and it's a really catchy song.
Eastside not happy.
I can spotlight at me.
Yo, mad how these niggas wanna trap me. Bitches can't match me. They wanna at me. War, don't test me, don't back me. Yeah, I look good, but I do it girl badly. Do it up nice and friendly. Can't back me, but she wanna be my bestie. Therefore, everything bossy, flexy, stay sexy. Brothers can't touch me. War, touch me. Back G for she shoes LV. Breast and back look healthy. It's healthy. Take a young Sophie. Yo, they be loving the kid. Talking like their own beef. They ain't touching the chick. Shooting everything. You can tell me when I did it. Let's go to the bad beat rock. A true set, let's go to the bad beat rock. Oh shit, let's go to the bad beat rock.
It started raining during her set and I was so glad that I ordered a raincoat before the festival because I just had a feeling like all week, I remember the forecast was saying sunny, sunny, sunny. All week I'm looking outside my house and it's either spitting or it's just really, really cloudy. So I was like, nah, I can't trust this UK weather. I need to order a raincoat. And I was so glad that I brought it. When it started raining, I was like, thank God I'm prepared.
Sorry.
But luckily it was only raining for a tiny bit, so it wasn't even that bad. But it still came in handy in the evening because it got cold. We went to one stage to see IAMDDB, then we thought we were at the wrong stage, then we went to another one, then realised that was the wrong one, then ran back. I wish they had better signage because the tent that IAMDDB was supposed to be at, it just said stage 2. Like surely it would have been better to just say what the actual title of the stage was called. I feel like there could have been better signage across the whole festival. But yeah, when we got into the tent, then it had like the title of the stage and the graphics in the background, but I'm like, that's not really helpful for people who are trying to get into the tent. Obviously when you're in, you're like, okay, I know I'm in the right one now because I can tell. But yeah, I just feel like they could have had better signage. We were waiting for IAMDDB for time to come out and then we were like, oh, let's just go to the main stage for the next act. But then later on, my friend put in the group chat a video of IAMDDB explaining why she didn't perform. So I was like, ah, okay, that makes sense.
You could have because the DJ, it was just DJs. And that was like a 30-minute filler or 20-minute filler. They were just giving a flat no, but that's their business. Everyone after us is bands. It's pure band. So even though the DJ will be playing, the DJ's off stage, it's side of stage. So it's not the kind of thing that we could take on because they're physically setting up drums, guitars,
so
keyboards.
If the DJ set is back there, say on wheels,
I
couldn't be in the background DJing and then she just do a show
No,
style.
they're setting up equipment everywhere. Because remember, the later it gets, because Miles is here. I can't remember who's after her, but then everyone after that is.
Guys, listen. For anyone that's at Yam's Carnival, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna be unable to perform because they didn't allow us on stage, and basically we pulled up and the guy was chatting a load of shit and wanted to give me a 10-minute set, and that's not gonna happen. So we're looking for a new set, but there's no times available, so we're not gonna be able to perform at Yam's Carnival. I'm so sorry for everybody that pulled up.
We then went to the main stage to wait for Rema. He was nowhere to be seen. And again, I feel like there needs to be some sort of clear communication to the audience when these artists aren't going to perform. Like if they had something on the screens, or if they had like an app which gave people notifications, or just better communication even from like the hosts to explain like this performance not going to come for this reason. I feel like that would have made the customer experience so much better, because then you start getting paranoid as well. You're like, oh my god, have I missed this person? How comes this person hasn't come out? Like you just start questioning yourself. But if people just told us and communicated with us, it would have made things like a lot better. And I know it's expensive obviously if they did like get an app, if they did have like digital screens with information, but I feel like that investment would have been worth it in the long run. I thought that was really nice. I think it's important for people to connect with their roots, like see part of their culture, and also for the non-Africans to be exposed to that, because it's very unlikely that they would be exposed to that in other settings. So I thought that was a really nice touch. I was so disappointed with Darkoo's performance. I feel like she could have sung a bit more, and I feel like the performance just seemed a bit lazy, and the live vocals weren't that good either, so it was just really disappointing. I did, however, really like her performance with One ASOM when they performed Gangsta. I think that's because like that's probably her most popular song and the crowd were more hyped and energetic, so she probably fed off that energy more and it was like a better performance.
You don't know me, you don't know me. With the way you move, so contagious. But you acting like you don't know me, you're so juicy. Take a picture like movie. Yo, ladies, it's a chance to make some noise. We have a Caribbean people on. My name is Davido Focalistic. Thanks for having me. You can say something to the ladies, DJ. Listen. Feeling like when you're gonna school with me. Pull up in the blue Bentley. Batman, pull up on your foot. Your crew them sing. And I like when them here up and there. Thank you so much. Could I get 20 minutes? Come on, 50 minutes. Now we are over 50 minutes. You wanna start on pretend? Look at my watch, I'm gonna be fair. She just bust her gun, yeah. She never really came back yet. Somebody go! I think I'm in a vicious cycle. I'm in a vicious cycle. Everybody is no pressure. I want to do it right now, Tesla. That's right.
had a lot of food options, which was great. And the area we went to looked really nice. My eyes immediately went to the suya, jollof and burrito store, and there was a massive queue. So I was thinking, yeah, if the queue's long, this means that it must be good and it must be popular. So yeah, I joined the queue, which was just a crazy decision probably in hindsight, because queuing for food was a joke. It was so long. And I feel like with the store I was at, I feel like one of the reasons that it took so long was because a lot of people were pushing in. I definitely understand the temptation to push in because people are hungry, you just want to eat, but to actually do it is another thing. And then I think the second reason was that the people who were serving the food, cooking the food, like the whole process wasn't as efficient as it could have been maybe. But luckily that store was the store that was closest to the stage. For most of the time I was queuing, I could still see performances. So when Patoranking came out, I was like, wow, he's so amazing. Like, great performer, great band, great dancing. Like, I really loved him, but I couldn't really hear that well. One, because the sound quality was really bad and I was further away. But then even if you are further away at a festival, you should still be able to hear very well. The quality should still be good. But I definitely want to see Patoranking live at some other point. So I'm definitely going to look out to see when he's performing next, because I feel like I would really enjoy that. He was giving me life. I started to get closer and closer to order my food, I couldn't see the stage anymore and I could hear NSG and I was like, no, like, is this really happening right now? They were one of the acts who I really wanted to see. Every time I see clips of them on socials, like, they're always going off. I've seen them briefly at another event, but I would have loved to see like a proper set, like a full set from them, because when I saw them they didn't perform that many songs. I was just so upset that I didn't get to see them, but it wasn't meant to be. So when I was in the collection queue, I could hear the start of Beenie Man's set and I was just like, no. But luckily I got my food and was able to catch some of Beenie Man's set. The food was really nice though, I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't worth queuing up that amount of time, but it was delicious. If it tasted horrible, I would have been even more pissed off, but it was really nice. I really want to try and make it myself. Beenie Man is a proper entertainer, and in true Jamaican fashion, he communicated through song. He was like, everybody said, turn up the music, turn up the music. He was literally repeating that throughout his whole set. The sound was just so bad. I felt so bad for him. But yeah, it could have been so much better. But I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall behind the scenes to see like what exactly went wrong and why it went wrong, and like who's to blame, what was out of people's control and what was in their control. He was a really good performer. I enjoyed his set. I was having a little dance. I was eating as well, so it was just too much. I was trying to eat, film and enjoy at the same time. So I had to quickly eat my food, shake a leg, capture the content, and I love how he does his call and response because it gets us involved and engaged.
Somebody say, oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Somebody say, oh na 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 na.
But some of the responses I could not do. He's doing up zaga zaga ziggy zaga zaga zaga. I could not.
Oh zaga ziggy ziggy who naga naga na. Oh brrr na na. Oh
whilst I was eating as well, people were being filmed dancing and enjoying. I was like, oh, I just know I'm in the back stuffing my face and I know I just must look like a mess right now. Beenie Man was making me laugh when he kept on saying hush. It's the way he said it, it just makes me laugh.
Hush. Baseline. Hush. Hush. Can I say something? This time we if ever you're in my this time, if ever you're in this time, I love you much better. This time we have, this time we have. We can answer question. And the man ever love pum pum. Give me the girl with the wickedest slum. The kind of girl with no feel of she man. Man, if you want to get the medal, you want to get a song from a real get your girl then. Man, if you never get your pedal away, and if you never have your banana peel, you want to know how good loving feel. You want to rub a girl with the man's feel. Man, if you love your girlfriend to your heart, but you not get the slap where you want. Well, if things can't go on if you have. Me have the girl in a two-sand, and everybody know me right. Believe you me name is straight cut on a pum. Hey, nothing wrong with a good shit. It's alright if you feel it, girl. You can feel my feeling alright. It's okay if you feel it, forget everything. Can I see everybody wave your hand in the air? Give me the next up. You remember how you're ready, like a bookie. You feel it and you give your gas to chip. Coffee answer like a boy, you want a chipping. Coffee, you think I'm like a lucky man. Man is like a real side up on the mash. some boy, yeah. Hear the girls, hear the girls, hear the girls balling up. Just have to hear them. But right now, Batman, they is sweating. Batman, they I know I'm with it. So they see a red boom, mama got it. Be the fire, the not and what's in the laughing. Batman, they are me shot like a mat it. We for the one out of the thing, I'm drinking. Level up now. Alright then, me love you from you and go a Cornwall. Me a give you middle sex and sorry if you belly her. Girl with flap like hook and she look like brick. She let tell you now, and me a tell you, Beenie Man a lock the place me and fly. How do we hold ya, yeah, it's alright. Apply over in the place, deal with the show in the day and I'm drinking rock. Give thanks and praise to the Lord. Somebody say, wonder. It's been 13 years since I've been here. Because it's not my show.